Hello, Grandmaster Art Mason. I am respectfully submitting my practical exam for 3rd Dan. Just to share, there's a short session at the beginning of the video for my black belt grading and distribution. The black belt, the first logo has my logo, the Kyusho JITSU Malaysia logo, and we have the Kyusho JITSU World logo. So thank you very much. Hope you enjoy my videos. Thank you. Okay, we're going to begin with the belt ceremony. Okay, this is basically giving the black belts to the students. I'm going to start off with the first black belt for Mestura. Can you just come forward? Sarah? Rosanna? Maybe come right here. Isaac? And you don't need to do all these individual pictures, just as a group. Rishi? There? Okay, and Herbert? Okay, so you have a JITSU badge. Put on your jacket or bag or something. And then this is your certificate. Okay, basically, just to give you the explanation, this is an official Japanese certificate. Okay, it came from Japan, but written here in Malaysia. Designed in Japan. The left side is in English, the right side here is in Japanese. It's a certificate. This is your name, in Japanese. This is your title, 1st Dan Black Belt. All this little explanation is here. The Kyusho JITSU Malaysia, this is the date, okay, March 27th. And this is Kyusho JITSU Malaysia. And then this is for my SENSEI, my shop, my other shop here. Okay, so I'll present this to you. Maybe you can take a picture over here. Just turn the angle here. Okay, take it back in. Okay, guys. Okay, put it down. I just want to say a short word. It's a tremendous honor to have a black belt. It's a great achievement that you guys have worked hard for. Be proud of this black belt. Now, something very special with your black belts that I don't have and Mary doesn't have is has the Kyusho JITSU World logo. Okay, got the permission from Grandmaster Art Mason to put the logo on the belts. Okay, so it has actually 2 organizations, Kyusho JITSU Malaysia and Kyusho JITSU World. All right, so that's a very good honor. So now I'm going to just pause the video for a minute. And then you guys can put on the black belts, and then we'll take some more pictures. Okay. Okay. These are my first black belt students. Everybody can take a bow.
Let go.
Push that. Okay. Right there, right there. Okay, push. Okay, go to drill number 3. We're going to continue with the same side slap. Okay, it's going to come in with the push. I'm going to slap down and then step in. Okay. Step in and then go up. Step 5. Okay. And then another option we can do too. Okay. Slap, use hammer, go for a mental nerve. Okay, so we got 2 targets right here. We got the mental nerve and we got 75. Okay? Remember directions, stomach, mental nerve, we need to go down. Okay? Stomach 5, we can go down or we can go up. Okay? If you're going down, use the right weapon. Don't use a palm to go down. A palm is better to go up. Okay? Clear? So again, comes in. Is that right? I'm already ready for you. Okay, go back. Okay, come in. Okay, so no need to do it. Just know where the position is. Alright? Okay, pair up, change partners. We're gonna add to this here. Okay, just now we did like this. Now grab into this we call it elbow. Okay? Right? Okay, now no fun. If you want to have fun,
yes.
grab into the heart. Okay, you can grab into the heart. Or heart 3, heart 2, heart 3 right here, heart 2, come back. Okay, we're gonna add in pericardium too. So basically, we grab into her lung, okay, and then straight pericardium. Okay, now another one I want you also to do. Right now, we're basically going to the inside. Also, I want you to go to the outside. Okay, you can strike into her. What do you call this? Triple worm on this side. Large intestine. That's the large intestine on this side. The hand goes there. Okay, and then you can go and strike. You can go pericardium. Oh, okay. So basically, you can push in like this, shocks her a bit, opens up the side. You can do chop here, or it's going to go here and do ridge hand. Okay, ridge hand to the back of the neck here. Sorry, large intestine 18 on the other side, or up. Okay. So what I want you to do with this one, I want you to do lung. Okay, press in like this. Okay. Okay, and slap. Okay, and then also large intestine 12. Okay, so that twists her body. See, body twists. Okay, so even from here, you can apply 2 actions there. You can go to the lung 8. Okay, and then bring her down. Okay. So play. Okay?
Okay.
Any questions?
No.
Okay. Pair up. Let's try. One, and then we can go with that. We can also, let's say with this, we can press in with one, raise up with the other. Okay? Now we have both hands locked here. Okay? Oops. And then, so you can go in, go up. Let's say he's got long sleeve shirt. You can grab the shirt and pull down on the shirt. Okay, or you pull in with the heart too. Okay, so yeah, I didn't see that from that camera there. So you can pull in with the heart. Watch when you're pulling in. Don't bring your head forward, or else you're gonna get hit in the head. Okay, you can pull in. You can even try the large intestine on both sides. Now you got it like this. I don't know what you're gonna do here. We'll do some flowing drills next. Okay. So I want you to just play. Okay. 2-handed grab, 1-handed grab. Maybe bring one up, one down. You can, let's say, bring one up, go under, go through. Sorry. Just play. Okay. So don't forget, you got here, legs. Don't forget to use your legs. Okay. Here, like your elbow. Here, cross, What else? Here. Okay. Right. So from here, maybe this is a distraction to get to a wrist lock. We want this hand, so where do we put the pain?
Yeah.
When you have a hand. Or we can put pain here, but we need to keep our hand here. We cannot be two places at the same time. I cannot strike here and then grab his hand. If I strike here, the hand is gone.
Yeah.
So I strike here, now I have my wrist lock. Okay? Or can we go into a arm lock? Arm bar, central lock. So I strike here. The arm bar. Let's see if we can do a center lock here. Okay? So play. Alright, don't kill. Alright, so pair up. And then try to go same height people. Okay? Alright, guys. Alright. Okay, this is drill number 3. Okay? Now what we're going to be doing, we'll come in with this punch. Now last time we went like this, right? Okay, we can do something a little bit different. Okay, so from here, I'm going to go in. I'm going to change it from here, outside, inside, to this lung 5. And then look what happened to his face. It came forward. So now I want to strike his stomach 5. And we can just go down like that. Or we got all this open here. I got gallbladder 2, small intestine 19 right here. We got our favorite one, triple warmer 17. We got large intestine 18. So from here, our trapping hands. Remember our stepping? Okay, we come in here. Now this time, we just go down. We don't want to go down too far, okay, because that takes too much time. Here, and then we got lung 5 right here. I didn't do anything. So here, that brings his body in for knockout strike. Okay?
Yeah, all right.
Got it? Okay, give it a try. Okay, we'll just start again. So, first drill that we're going to do, we're going to be doing from a punch. Okay, the point that we're going to be attacking will be liver 9, which is on the inside of the leg. Okay, now, we haven't come to yin and yang yet, but let's just talk about that for a minute. Inside of the leg would be yin. Okay, so I want to attack a yin point. I need to attack it with a yang weapon. Okay, always have that thinking. If I'm attacking a yang point, I attack with a yin weapon. So the point we want to attack is liver 9. Wood. Okay, according to the cycle of destruction, wood. Metal chops wood. Okay, so our weapon we're going to use is the rich hand, metal. Okay, so what we're going to do is he's going to come in from a forward punch. Let me just go back a bit here. Okay, comes in. We're going to do our trapping hands drill, and then from here, the hand will drop and attack into this wood. Okay, so this drill, basically on the street, it's probably not much you're going to do from here. He's going to say, okay, what's next? Okay, so this is not something you're going to end with on the street. Maybe you will continue, go from here. Now you can go back to the gallbladder. Okay, you can follow up with something else. All right. So for now, for the drill, for the practice, all I want you to do, okay, is strike the liver 9. Just think in your mind, cycle of destruction. Okay, metal chops wood. All right. Any questions? Okay, pause. Okay, next drill is going to be from a push. Okay, so the UK is going to come in with a push, a new cross push. Now, the point I want to attack is stomach 6. Okay, which is basically on the side here. Stomach 6. Now, stomach is what element? Earth.
Yes.
So, according to cycle of destruction, okay, what penetrates the earth? Wood. So I need to strike with wood. Wood. Is there any wood here?
No.
How do we get wood? Yes, very good. Okay, very fast. Okay, we cheat. Alright, so when he comes in with a push, okay, I'm going to take my hand here, tap down, okay? At the same time as I tap down, my fingers will come join each other. Okay, now I've got wood, and then basically, okay, the face is all yang, alright? Stomach is a yang meridian, so I need to attack. I'm going to be attacking with an open palm, which is yin. So I want to attack the heel. Okay? So basically I'm going to be attacking in and through to the other quadrant, the other side. Alright? So he comes in, push, and strike. Okay? Wasn't hard. Want harder? No. Okay, it doesn't want harder. Not my fault, Grandmaster, he doesn't want harder. Okay, so anyway, when you're doing it, just do the follow through. So push, tap, and follow through. Alright? Okay, any questions? Okay, pair up, do it both hands. Okay, awesome. Okay, you can do the third, which is going to be from a grab. So we did a punch, we did a push, now we do grab. It's going to be same side grab. Now basically, we're going to attack two sets of points. The first point, actually this is similar to what we did before the practice. We're going to attack his lung 5, okay? And then from lung 5, we're going to attack gallbladder. Now, if we attack here, and I pull in, it causes the body to turn. Actually, can we just change the side? Okay, now, watch what happens when I pull in, okay? His back becomes exposed.
Yeah.
Okay, later on we're going to get to things called associated alarm points, which are on the back. So this is one way that I can get to these points. Okay? Because right now, I cannot get to the back. Okay? So how do I get to the back? I turn his body down at the back. Okay, so keep this in mind for when we do associated alarm points. Okay? But right now the technique, he's got me in a grab. I'm striking his lung 5. Okay, cycle destruction. Lung is metal. Striking metal with fire. Yes. So we're going to use a knife hand into his metal. Now his lung is what? Yin or yang?
Yang.
Yin. Large intestine yang.
Oh.
Lung is yin.
Oh yeah.
Lung is yin. So I want to attack a yin with a yang. Now if I go this way, yin and yin.
Yes.
So I need to actually get from the back here. You see a difference? Okay. So I want to do this, and then I can get into his gallbladder. Now, gallbladder 20, okay, is a what element? Wood. Wood. So we need to, according to cycle of destruction, metal chops wood. So we need to use a metal. We use a bridge hand. So basically, this is very simple. Just grab me, strike here, and then I attack his gallbladder 20. Okay. Now, when you do it, I want you to add the water that we discussed before. Right now, we've got how many elements going on? We've got fire, we've got metal, we've got wood. So now let's add in water. So if I lift this leg, this is the wrong side. I need to lift the other leg. So when you want to lift it is up to you. If I lift it now, I'm adding water into here. Okay? I'm adding water. Or I can do this first, then I can lift. Or I can lift. It's up to you. Okay? But now we're adding in 4 elements. We've got metal, fire, water, and water, wood. Okay. So here. Okay? Any questions? Alright, can you just pause? Pair up. Okay, so the next drill that I'm going to do is back, still within our yin yang. Okay, we're going to do it from a push. Okay, so the UK is going to come in with a cross hand push. Okay, I'm going to use my receiving impact drill. Okay, I've got his fingers right here. Okay, and then I'm going to be stepping in and applying a finger lock. Now, basically, using the concept of yin and yang. yin yang, not yin and yang.
Yeah.
Okay. The fulcrum, we go soft. Okay. So fulcrum, soft. Okay. You can. The shoulder starts to bend, but the lever hard. Okay. So soft, hard.
So you're controlling his height and width.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Understand? So now we did finger locks before. Okay. But now you can apply the concept of yin and yang. Okay. So anyway, you can do it on me. So now you turn. Yes. And then you go slowly with the lever, with the fulcrum. This is the fulcrum.
Yeah.
And then the lever, you step, and you go hard. Yes. Okay? Okay, this next drill for yin and yang, okay? It's going to be from a double lapel grab. It's going to grab my jacket, 2 hands. Now what we want to do is basically, we want to attack yin and yang, inside and outside. We want to attack his lung on his right hand, right arm, right? And then large intestine on the other arm. Okay, now if I attacked both together, we would have a certain effect. Now if we follow the concept of the yang, yang, yin,
Yeah.
this is going to be yang. I'm attacking yang, and then I attack yin.
Yes.
So it means that I attack here first, and then here. I don't do it together, like staggered. So I would go here. You can feel the difference. So immediately, he lets go. Okay, you're right. So, okay. So actually, that one's very, very simple. Now on the street, we won't just end it there, of course, right? He lets go. Now we got all these points available. We got the legs available. We got the head available. We got follow up from there. All right. So for now, for the drill, all I want you guys to do, okay, the UK grabs, yang, yang, yin. That's it. All right. Okay. Awesome. Okay, guys. The next drill that we're going to do for yin yang is going to be now from an arm grab. So my UK will grab my arm. Now, remember with yin and yang, okay? Yin yang, not yin and yang.
Yeah.
Okay. He is grabbing me with force. We don't fight force with force.
Yeah.
So if he's grabbing me and I'm fighting back, then it's the strongest guy wins.
Yes.
Okay? So for example, okay, just pass. So very easy.
Very simple.
Okay.
Don't break him.
So pull back. Okay. Now if I get Raj coming in here. I'm gonna grab him. Okay. Now you pull away. Oh. Okay. So he's stronger than me.
Yeah.
So it now becomes who is the stronger. All right. So let's just bring Rishi back. Okay. Go that now. I'm not Rishi. Keep calling Rishi. Herbert. Okay. So do the grab. Now remember from our Z-Lock drill, okay, from the previous workshops, you don't go up. We're fighting. We circle. Okay? Circle makes it difficult for him. Now as we circle, now he's strong, but do you feel any strength in me? No. I'm turning strong. I'm yin. He's yang. Okay? Following that? So now I'm here, and I'm just going to bend his shoulder. Okay?
Hello.
Sorry? It's an off day today. His elbow. Okay, so now when I apply pressure here, okay, okay, to the Z-Lock, now his body will actually become yin.
Yes.
Okay, he went from strong. Actually, okay, let's use the other hand here. Okay, so from here, if I go here, if I apply, he's actually softer now. Okay, I've got a center lock here. He went from yang. Now he's yin. Now I'm yang. Now how do I want to strike him now? He's yin.
Yang.
I don't strike him. That's what he said. I strike him. Yang.
And it's dead.
right?
I see.
Gallbladder 20, yang.
You
As he goes down more, okay, he's still yin, I strike, I yang him again.
I don't see that.
It's in slow motion. So, remember this back and forth scenario. When he's yang, you're yin. When he's yin, you're yang. Okay? Good question. Okay, so, what's that, please? Okay, we're going to continue with our yin yang. Okay, this is going to be this time from a punch. Okay, maybe just go back a bit more. And then he's going to come in with a punch. I'm going to step to the inside, and what I want to do is I want to strike his lung. Now this is, I'm striking yin. This is actually similar, actually this is the exact same thing as your knockout. Lung,
5.
lung, stomach 5. Okay, yin, yin, yang. Alright, and I can see my back foot, maybe not with the camera.
Lift the leg.
Can add water as well. So now we have 4 elements. We got metal, we got fire, metal, earth, and water. And we got 4 elements. Alright? Okay, any questions?
Nope.
Okay, pause. Okay, now we're going to get into the drills for color. The first one is going to be from a push. I'm going to have, the points we're going to be attacking, okay, we're going to be attacking lung 1. Lung 1 and triple warmer 17, okay? Lung is a metal meridian, so according to cycle of destruction, fire melts metal. So the weapon I want to use is I want to use my middle finger here, making it into a knuckle like this, that we can strike in and down. So we're going to be attacking fire into metal, okay? And then,
Yang.
yes, yang to yin, okay? It's yang on the outside,
Yeah.
yin. And then I want to attack his triple warmer 17, which is fire to fire. Okay, remember? You want to fight fire with fire. Okay, and what else? That's it. Okay, so he comes in with the push. So remember, as he's coming in with the push, we absorb the impact, receiving impact. That turns our body. Now we're right here in line to do the strike into his lung 1. We want to basically put this finger on fire. Create the visualization. Lung, we want to go in and down, and then strike into the triple warmer
17.
17.
Can you cheat and do the other finger like this?
We can. We can do it. Oh, something very important. We forgot to add the color. So,
Okay.
right now, I'm wearing red. Okay. He can be absorbing healing, but don't for this purpose.
I just imagine back.
Yes. Now, one thing we can do, we can actually just say the color. For example, red. Okay. So actually, I should be saying gray. This is gray, right? Metal is gray.
Yeah.
Okay. Gray, red. It goes back to the is it an analogy or what? But let's say everybody clear your mind. Okay, but don't think of an elephant. What's the first thing came into your mind? Elephant. Okay. So the same thing. Don't think of red. What color comes into your mind?
Red.
Black.
So basically, you can actually just call up the colors. Okay? Or you can think about the colors. You don't actually even need, the person doesn't need to be wearing the color, you don't need to be wearing the color. You don't, wait. Anybody have a red hat? Okay, now I can fight with you. Oh, wait, wrong person. Now I can fight. Alright? You don't need all that. Okay, I can just say red or gray. Gray. Anybody have gray? Can I wear your shirt? Okay, so don't think the color, you have to be wearing the color physically. Alright? You can just basically gray, red, blue. You can just call it out.
What if we think of one color and we mention something else to confuse them?
That's something that but you have to keep track in your head. But the thing is, you don't need to confuse them because
we get that.
they don't know about the color.
Exactly.
Unless he's doing Kyusho, it's different. If he's not doing Kyusho, he doesn't know what the hell is it.
Essentially.
Why blue? Okay.
What does this mean?
So you don't need to bother. All right. So, what's there?
Yang, yin.
Yeah. Okay. So now we're going to continue our colors. Basically, we're going to do now from a grab. Okay, the UK is going to grab my arm. I'm going to be going into a Z lock. Once I have him in a Z lock, okay, I'm locking into his fire and his metal. So I'm going to say the colors red and gray. Okay, so that's going to add a little bit more pain into the situation here. And then I want to attack his gallbladder cluster. Okay, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, so this is wood element, which is going back to the color brown. Okay, so I'm going to say brown as I do the strike for the gallbladder cluster. Okay, so it comes in with the grab, red, gray, brown.
What's green?
Okay, so any questions? So now we've got going on here, we've got cycle of destruction. You know, we've got fire and metal here. We've got two elements. Now we're adding a third element, which is wood. Okay, so we've got three elements. So technically, this should be enough for a knockout as well. Whether it's a second level or third level, it's another question. But level 1 knockout should get. All right. So, okay, Rishi. Okay, so continuing along with colors, we're going to do from a punch now. So basically this demonstration we're going to be attacking liver 13. Okay, liver 13 is a wood element, and then we're going to be attacking on the outside of the leg. Okay, it's also yin, okay, because on the inside of the body, or front of the body. And then we're going to be attacking on the outside of the leg, gallbladder 31, which is also wood element. But yin, liver is yin, gallbladder is yang. Okay, so the weapon we're going to be doing is basically we're going to do an elbow into the liver 13, which is going from a yang weapon to a yin point, and then the gallbladder is yang. We're going to attack with the knee, so yin, yang. Okay, so now it's going to come in with a front punch. Just come back a bit. Okay. So we're going to go from here, it's going to do our traffic hands again. Okay, and then from here into his liver 13. Now, we're going to add the color in there. There's no color brown on him, so we're going to just say the color brown. Remember, saying the color is the same thing as visualizing it. Okay, we can tell him, okay, say brown. So you can ask your attacker to help you. Just kidding. Okay, so he comes in, yeah, go here, brown, brown. Okay, all right. So that's it. Very, very simple. Now, one thing with yin and yang. Okay, remember we talked about having like yin, yin, yang, or yang, yang, yin. Now, let's look at what we got here. It comes in with a punch. Now I'm going here, yin to yin, yang to yin, and then here. Yin to yang. So we got yang yin, yin yang.
That's bad.
Will that work on the street?
Incorrect.
No. But maybe when we add in here, the slap to 111 this adds in a yang. So we got yang, yang, yin. Okay. So start to think. Okay, this concept. Okay, when you're you know, doing your sparring, okay, is it following a logical flow? Okay, or will it be effective enough on the street? Maybe in the dojo here, okay, for demonstration purposes, it can be effective, but will it be effective outside? So these are things that you have to start to throw in your head. Putting all these things together. Right now, we're using yin and yang. We're using colors in here. So the idea, what we want to do is add in as much principles to make it complete. Okay? Okay, Rishi. Alright, so we're still working with sounds, alright? This is going to be from a double lapel grab. Okay, my UK is going to grab me. We're going to be attacking several points, actually 2 points. One will be large intestine, 10 on the outside of the hand, or the arm. Large intestine is metal, right? Metal, going back to recycle destruction. Fire melts metal. So I'm going to be using my, what do you call this, pinky hammer. So this is fire. So fire into his metal. Now, metal, what sound? C. Okay, the mirror there, C. So we would go C. This will loosen his grip a bit. And then the next point we want to attack is stomach 6. Stomach is earth, mother, earth, her. Okay. And
Wood.
Wood, earth.
Earth, wood.
So we need to attack wood.
Penetrates wood.
Yes, we need wood. How do we get wood? Cheese. No, we don't attack. It's 2x4. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. We need to go here, and we need to join our fingers together, and then we need to go in from the strike using yin. So yang, yin, yang. This is going to be a yin on the inside of our hand here, kind of. So a lot of yin and the yang going on here. So now we got C, right?
Yes,
C
C.
and her. So you can say, did you see her?
Oh,
I told you I wasn't going to go hard. I just apologize for that. So he's thinking, I didn't see anybody.
Stars. I see stars.
Okay. So, any questions? Okay, Rishi. Okay, so we're still working with sounds. The next one will be from a punch. Now, this will be a punch to an arm bar. So we're going to do our trapping hands, and then we'll go into an arm bar. Now, the point that we want to attack is triple warmer 12. Triple warmer is what element? Fire. Okay? Fire.
Water.
Sorry?
It's a fire.
Yang, yes, correct, it's yang. What weapon should I use?
Water.
No.
Weapon.
If I want to use water, I gotta get my glass. Okay, I can use a knife. Okay, I want to use yin. Okay, but for now, what do you say? Yeah, I like that. Good. We want to fight fire with fire. So I'm going to use my triple warmer to his triple warmer. Yes, lots of triple warmers. Now, triple warmer is on the outside. Remember, triple warmer, pericardium is together. So what's the sound? It's very hot. Heat. Yes. Okay, think heat. Heat. So he comes in with a punch. I go to the outside and I say he, and he will not. Okay, so let's just go back a bit more. We're in the fragment. Okay, so he comes in with a punch. Okay, I do my thing and go hey. Okay. All right. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we're going to continue again. This time for my UK will be from a push. Sorry. So he's going to do the same side push. He's going to push. Okay, it's going to be receiving. I'm going to do my receiving impact. Now my target, large intestine 18. Large intestine is a element. Metal.
Fire.
Attack it.
And
Cycle of destruction.
Fire.
Okay, very good. Cycle of destruction.
fire.
Fire melts. Metal. Now, sound. C. Very good. So basically, he's coming with a push, and I would do my C. Okay.
And think of the color too.
On what to
Okay, let's not have too many things inside. Okay, keep it simple since we're doing sound. Okay, say. Okay, breathe.
Iya Bapak.
All right. Okay, nice. Okay, so this will be drill number 4 for the alarm points, the front alarm points. The next point that we're going to be attacking is going to be gallbladder 1, the side of the eye. This also, you need to be careful with this point because very close to the eye. This area very fragile. You can cause a lot of damage to the eye. Okay, so for the practicing, just pass through. Okay, so basically this is going to be from a front punch. So from a front punch, he comes in. I'm going to do my trapping hands to the outside. Now, I'm going to be tapping into his gallbladder 24, which is here. Hard to tell sometimes. Okay, down here, gallbladder. I'm going to be pressing in and down. And then when I press in and down, I'm going to be pressing his hand down. Now his face is open. I'm going to do a backhand hammer to his gallbladder 1. Okay, now gallbladder, okay, is what element?
Wood.
Wood? Okay.
Fire.
Who said fire? Wood, okay, wood is correct. Now, wood,
Metal.
forget about cycle of destruction, but think of sound. What's the sound?
Shoe.
Shoot. Okay. So what we're gonna do when he comes in, I go tap, down, shoot. Okay. So we're not gonna press. I'm not gonna stretch the eye point. Okay. Any questions? Okay. Proceed. Okay. So going back to the alarm point still. This is gonna be a second drill. We're gonna be attacking stomach 6. Or stomach 5, you can attack stomach 5. Okay, now what we're going to do is from a grab, he's going to grab my lapel. From the grab, I want to attack his, I can attack his lung or his large intestine. Since his hand is here, I'm going to attack his lung meridian. Lung is metal, okay? Metal, the sound for metal is? C. So we're going to have the sound C. And then before I go for the stomach, I'm going to tap his conception vessel 14. 12. 12 is the conception vessel for stomach because we want to add the stomach. Now, stomach is an earth element. Earth, the sound for earth, her, Mother Earth, right?
Yes.
Her. So we can add in, did you see her? Okay, but we're not finished yet. We need to make this a little bit more complete. Him. Okay. His earth stomach is wood element. Okay. So, earth element. Earth, wood penetrates the earth. So I need to attack with wood. How do I get wood? Cheek. Okay. Cheek. So what we're going to do?
Okay.
Comes in with the grab. I'm going to strike his lung.
You see?
See. Say, did you see her? While I'm pressing into here. Okay, so any questions? It's very clear, very easy. So we're following cycle of destruction. We're following sounds. We can throw in colors. We've got yin and yang because here, lung, yin, attacking, yang. The conception vessel direction, we're going in and down, and then the stomach 5 is a yang. We're going to be attacking with a yin with two-way action. Okay? Okay, so moving along, the next point we want to attack is large intestine 20, okay, which is to the side of the nose. Now, we're going to do this from a grab. He's going to grab me, same side grab. Now, I'm going to go with the grab to a center lock. From the center lock, I'm connecting to his large intestine 10 here. Now, I'm going to press into his large intestine 10 because I want to use the first principle, attack along the meridian. Okay, so meaning that I'm going to be attacking large intestine 10 and then large intestine 20. Okay, that's one. And then two, when I attack large intestine 10 here, gain is metal. So sound for metal is
C.
C. And then large intestine 20, same thing, would be C. Okay, so did you see C? Did you see C? Okay, so from the grab, we're going to go up and attack into his, okay, we missed one point. We're going to be pressing into his stomach 25 for the alarm point before we attack the large intestine 20 on the top. So the first point, we don't need to press into the 25 yet. Now we got C. His eyes are squinting already. And C. Okay, so that's a little tempo there. Okay, tempo means you stagger the striking. Okay, and I was just giving you a chance. Okay, this is going to be the last drill for the alarm points for the front of the body, and we'll go to the associate alarm points. The point we're going to be attacking will be spleen 21 on the side. Okay, spleen 21 here. Weapon we're going to use, because this is yin, we're going to be using our elbow, which is yang. Okay, and the alarm point for spleen is liver, liver 13. So basically, this is going to be from a front punch. So my UK will come in with a front punch. Maybe just go back to the corner. So I don't want to tease him. Okay. So from here, I'm going to do my trapping hands again. From my trapping hands, I'm going to tap into his liver 13. Once I tap into liver 13, I'm going to step in to spleen 21. Okay, and then spleen is what element? You can tell me. Spleen.
Wood.
Or dictionary here. Kyusho dictionary. Encyclopedia. Herbert.
Earth.
Yes. Very good. Okay. So earth, mother, earth, earth. Sound. So we can add a sound in now. So he comes in with a front punch. Okay. I do my trapping hands. I tap to his liver. Okay. He's still okay. Alright. Okay, Rishi. See. 8 and pull back this way. It's going to cut herself. We cannot push up. We're going to cut herself again. So what we need to do, we need to push his hand in this direction. And we have the lung 10 point here. Okay. Large intestine 10. We're going to be pushing up. Okay, but we don't want to push too hard because we don't want. Wait, I'm not standing. Or sit there, in case the knife goes flying in that direction. Okay, so we don't want to push too hard. Okay, but what we want to do is just tap. Also, be careful with this as well in case you push too hard and you hit the guy. Okay, go boom right in his eye. So be careful with this. All right. So here we want to go up, and I want to bring my hand up. Inside. Can you guys see that?
Okay.
Okay, so again, here, I tap. Now it's not touching me anymore. Okay? Now I want to grab. Okay. If his hand is slippery, my hand will stop at the wrist. I have control. Okay? And then, it's hard.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Two options we can do here. One, okay, we go up here, grab, and then we start rapid fire drills. Okay. The other one, I can push or keep grabbing. I push and I control this way. I can cross his hand over. Now, say hello. Okay. You can experiment whichever one you want to do. Okay. So very simple. You push up. Okay. As you push up, this hand comes up to block. In case he wants to come back. Let's say I push up and then he comes back. Trouble. I need to have a block.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, up, block, and then rapid fire drills. Okay. You're up. Give it a try. Okay. Or you can grab. Don't get a soft cover. You need something hard to cover. So, let's say he comes in. Okay? Comes in. I can. That hand's okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay, after it won't be. Okay? We go here. We can, okay, go back out. We can go into his pericardium 2. Okay, sorry, we're on the point. Okay? Let's say he wants to come in. The other side. Okay, okay. Anyway, I won't hit the head. Just go here. Okay, I can block it.
What?
Go down to his foot. When I go down to his foot, he still keeps his hand up. I can go up there, and then step on his foot and go his nose. Or we have all these edges on the binder. We can do our rapid fire drills with the edge. Okay? So binder is very good. Now maybe you have a binder. Or you can use a clipboard. Okay? Does the same thing, very effective. Okay? So you can go up, in. So many possibilities. Okay? Okay? You can use your plate. Okay? You have a spoon, fork, weapon. Okay? Always be unaware, always be looking wherever you are. Weapon, improvised armor. Okay? Always get your mind trained. Even you're at your school desk. What can I use as a weapon? Okay? The whole desk. Chair. Books. Get your mind working that way. So you walk into the shopping mall, think someone's going to attack you right now. Okay? Or you're at Friday prayer. Or at the church, or temple, wherever you're sitting. Somebody comes up all of a sudden. Be ready. Remember what was the saying?
It's better if luck favors you.
No.
Confirm your
No. Be ready. I forget the saying. Be ready.
Nobody be happy.
Expect the unexpected.
That's it. Expect the unexpected. Okay? That was from the movie Roadhouse. Okay, so those are the 4 things. Knife versus knife, arm versus knife. And don't think it has to be a knife. It could be a pearl, or it could be a pencil. He's coming after me with a pencil. Or he's coming after me with a binder. Okay? It's a weapon. Could be anything. Maybe a tissue box. Okay? The guy's soft. Okay, so whatever he's coming after me, I have to be ready. Okay, now I want to show you guys a simple knife and gun disarm. Okay, now let's say he's holding the knife. Now one thing with disarms, all the other knives are taken away. You have to put these away. No? Anybody has any more? Put them all away? Yes. Okay. So, with the disarm, very, very, very dangerous. Okay? Because anything can happen. You can miss, you can cut, or if he's holding a gun, the gun. Okay? If he's got his finger on the trigger, and we're attempting to disarm, okay? Maybe the gun will fire. Either at me or somebody behind me. Maybe I'm disarming and boom, shoots me. Now, in a court of law, I could be liable. Maybe he dies. It will become my fault. So these are things you have to be aware. Again, when you're hearing disarms. That's why, for us, for the knife, our objective is not to take the knife away. Just get it out of the way, and we can go in and go straight to the control center, the head control center. Okay? So, Actually, okay, for now. To do this disarm, the knife or the gun needs to be close to us. We cannot do it from here. We need to be close. And cannot be touching us like this, or else we're going to get cut. Unless you anticipate getting cut, then you can do it from here. But ideally from here. Now, actually, I'm going to take this away because the knife will fly. On this side. But let's say you're holding it here. Keep your fingers strong. So what we want to do is using both of our hands. We want to take our hammer fist, strike into his heart. Lung 8. The back of his hand, we want to strike with an open hand into his back here. So what we want to do is do both at the same time. So we want to strike like that. Okay? This will make the hand release. So if he's holding a knife, it's going to go flying. If he's holding a gun, it will fly. Okay? So just feel the effect. After, I'll let you guys try this so you can get the feeling of it. But you go in. I have time to wait. Okay. You can see his expression. Didn't like it. So again. Now, if you do this the reverse, you strike yin, yang. So this is yang to yang, yin to yin. It's not the same feeling. Okay? If you strike yang and yang, it's not the same feeling. Yin, not the same feeling. Okay, so you can pair up. Give this a try. This is disarm. Use the other arm. Okay, very simple. Use your hammer fist. You strike. Strike here and strike here. Okay, pair up. Give it a try. Pause. Okay, pair up. Okay, so next thing that we want to cover are the associated alarm points, which are located on the bladder. Now, sorry, one thing I forgot to mention. Okay, I slipped it out of the chair. With the alarm points, they're on two sides. Okay? Right? We have two sets of points, two sets of meridians, right? Okay? But the associated alarm points are on one side. Okay? Bladder has two sides here, but they're on one side. Okay? So if I tap over here, it's not the effect as tapping over here. Now the concept works the same, okay, as the alarm points. We tap the alarm point first, and then we tap the point that we want to attack. All right. So each point, okay, you have a certain direction. Okay, most of them are down. I think only for the small intestine and large intestine here at the bottom are up. So let's say, for example, liver is the alarm point for bladder 18 is the alarm point for liver. We would strike bladder 18 down. Okay. Bladder 25 is the alarm point for large intestine. Now this actually can be done up or down, two directions. Okay. Bladder 27 is the alarm point for small intestine. This can be hit up or down. Okay, but the other bladder points, they have to be a certain direction. Now, do you guys remember bladder 15?
Which one is it?
Bladder 15.
Yeah.
Why? Why do you remember?
Is it healing?
Yeah. Healing?
Healing someone from breathing problems?
Breathing? You guys are embarrassing. Sorry? Revival for? Heart.
It's
Okay.
breathing.
Oh, I didn't know.
Breathing is lungs.
Good.
Remember three revivals? Head,
And
Heart.
heart, lung. Okay. So, okay, thank you, Herbert. So, bladder 15, is the associated alarm point for heart meridian as well. Okay, so we're going to get into a few drills right now. Any questions? Okay, so you can pause there. Okay, so we're going to do the drills for the associated alarm points. Okay, the first one that we're going to be attacking, the point we want to attack is gallbladder 31, okay, on the side of the leg. So if you look at Chip here, the associated alarm point for gallbladder is bladder 19. So basically, we need to be able to get to his back in order to tap bladder 19 in and down before we can strike gallbladder 31. Now, we're going to do this from a front punch, so he's going to come in. Now, remember what I told you when we did our trapping hands? You don't really want to go to the side, you want to go to the back. So from here, I can get access to his back. Okay? And then, what's available right here? Gallbladder 31. So, gallbladder is what element? What's the element? Wood. How can you remember all these? Okay. So, wood. Sound for wood? Shoe. Okay? So, when we do the knee, we're going to say shoe. Yes. Okay? So, he comes in with a punch. Okay? We do here. Okay? And then, okay, she steps some more. Okay? So from here, I tap in and down his bladder 19, and then shoot into his gallbladder 31. Okay, can you get that knee on camera? Okay, just go back a bit. Okay, so let's give it a try. So he comes in, here, shoot! Okay, that's awesome. Alright, guys, pair up. Try it. Okay, so we're going to go to the second drill for the associated alarm point. The point that I want to attack is on the back of the arm, triple warmer 12. So that means we need to attack, we need to tap into bladder 22. Okay, bladder 22, which is the associated alarm point for triple warmer meridian. So we're going to do from front punch again. It's going to come in. I'm going to do a front punch to an arm bar. Now, when I have him in the arm bar, I have actually maybe just go this side. Okay, try it again. Okay. So from here, the back now is open. Okay. So I can tap down to his bladder 22, and then from here I can strike into his triple warmer 12. Now.
Fire. Fire with heat. Yeah.
Fire with fire.
Water is fine.
Get to the weapon.
Oh.
So we're going to use, we can actually use knife, okay, that might work. But we're going to use triple warmer 5 to his triple warmer 12, fire on fire. Okay, and then triple warmer, it's on the top here, remember? So triple warmer is hot. Heat. So it's going to come in. I'm going to go to my arm bar, tap down, hit! Okay?
Heat is down.
Alright. And pause. Okay, for the third drill for the associated alarm points, I've got 2 UKs here. Basically, I'm going to use this. Oh, come in. So, UK number 1 will be grabbing UK number 2. So go ahead and grab. Lapel grab, double arm grab. Now, this is my friend, Raj. Okay, this is the other guy. Come here. Now, I want to help my friend Raj get out of this scenario. So what we're going to do, what I'm going to do, I'm going to be attacking stomach 9 and 10 to bring him down. Now, stomach, the associated alarm points for stomach is bladder 21. Okay, bladder 21 located about halfway, okay, right about here. So I'm going to be tapping in and down on his bladder 21. Then I'm going to be pressing into his stomach 9 and 12. And because he's a little bit taller than me, I'm going to kick into his bladder 40 to make it easier to bring down. And then we'll bring him down. Now, stomach is what element?
Stomach.
Earth. Yes. Earth. Mother Earth. What sound? Earth. Okay. So see how easy it is to remember the sounds? This mind palace. So now, as I bring him down, I'm going to say her. As I bring him down. Okay. Maybe come down a bit more here, guys. Need some more brain. So, you guys do your thing. So I see my friend being attacked, Raj. I come up to Amir. I press down into his bladder 21. Press into his 40. Her! And then we bring him down. Okay. Okay. The next principle that we're going to get into is sound. Sound is actually a fun principle. Okay? Because it's fun. Okay? Actually, I remember, when I was small, watching all these Bruce Lee movies. See Bruce Lee? Yeah! You use the things like sound effects or special effects in the movie, but there's actually some reality to all these sounds that they're making. It's not just for just show. Okay, now sounds, we've got two types of sounds. Like we have colors, we have destructive color, and then we have healing colors.
Yes.
Sound, we have destructive and we have healing. Guys, you can take the paper there, you're going to need it. These guys over here. Now, before we get into the destructive sounds, let's talk a little bit about the healing. Alright? Now, for example, if we go back to our Tesla, okay? You remember what I said a long time ago? If you want to unlock the secrets of the universe, think in terms of three things.
Vibration, frequency.
Sound? Okay. Vibration, frequency, and color.
Energy.
Yes. Now, think very carefully how he worded that. He said, if you want to unlock the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Now, when you understand the English language, that means it's all three. He didn't say energy or frequency or vibration. You need all three. You need all three to make it effective. You need energy, you need vibration, you need the frequency. Okay? Now sound is frequency. Okay? So I'll give you another name now. His name is Rife, Royal Raymond Rife. Anyone ever heard that name before? Okay? You should, because I posted stuff about this in the group. So this is a test. Now, who this man is was a doctor, and in the 1930s he developed a machine called the Rife machine, R-I-F-E. Now what this machine does, do you remember now?
Yeah.
You can take someone's hair sample, okay? It'll analyze the frequency of the hair sample, and it will find this person, and it'll send a frequency to them. For example, let's say I have cancer. Okay? Now what he found is that by using frequency and vibration, he can tune the machine, okay? For example, okay, if we just backtrack for a minute, when you think of these people that does opera, they sing at a certain frequency, and then you can see a glass break and shatter, okay? Rife actually developed this technology using frequency and vibration that he can shatter cancer cells and other viruses, other diseases in the body. The cancer cell will explode and then get emptied out of your system by drinking water. Okay? But this is done through frequency and vibration. These are healing sounds. Okay? The person doing the opera, making the glass shatter, that's destructive sound. They're destroying the glass. Okay? Actually, Rife, you could say, is actually mixing healing and destructive. He's actually using destructive sounds to destroy the cancer cells, which allows the body to heal. And there's no more cancer. Okay? These machines are available right now on the market. You can get a setup for about 1,000 ringgit. Okay, with the software and everything like that. Alright? So, this is how sounds can be used as healing. Now for us, we're focusing on our Kyusho, and we're focusing on the destructive side. So this is where we want to target. Now, each element has a sound associated with it. Okay? So we have the 5 elements. We got fire, wood, okay? Fire, wood, earth, water, and metal. Alright, these are the 5 elements. So these 5 elements are connected with the meridians. Okay? So now, if we look at the first one, we have a key. Now, some time ago, our Grandmaster Art Mason posted a report using what's called a mind palace. Did you guys read that report? Now, what it actually does is basically using your mind or your brain with association to remember. So, what we're going to do, I thought of some things actually that's very clever, okay, to help you remember the sounds for the elements. So for fire, if you look on your list, okay, there's 2 fires. You have fire for heart and small intestine, okay, which is at the bottom. Okay, and then you got fire for pericardium and triple warmer. So fire for heart and small intestine, we use the sound ki. So you want to unlock somebody's heart, what do you use? Key. Use the key, right?
Yeah.
Key to your heart. Okay? So you can use that to remember heart. Then you got to remember small intestine is right beside it. Sound is key. Okay. Fire for pericardium and triple warmer. Now, when you think fire gets very hot, right? What is hot? Heat. What is the sound? He, but no T. He. Okay? So when you think pericardium, triple warmer, you think he, because it's fire, heat, he. Now, metal, okay, we got lung and large intestine. Now, if you take something metal, I don't have anything metal here, but let's say you have a metal plate, what do you see? Your reflection. Now, what's the sound? See. Okay? So, you're looking at a metal plate, whatever it is, and C. So for the metal, C is the sound. Okay, the next one for wood. Now a long time ago, they used to wear wood shoes. So what's the sound for wood?
Shoe.
Shoe. Okay? Is this association helping you? Now earth. Now when you think of earth, we think of Mother Earth. Yeah. Or Mother Nature as well. But usually the terminology is Mother Earth. Mother, is it male? Is it a he or her? Okay, it's a her. Woman, her. What's the sound for earth? Her. So when you think of earth, associate mother. When you think mother, her. Okay? Now, water. Now water is a bit tricky. Okay?
Chew.
Chew. Can you chew water? Actually, there's a debate. I actually Googled this.
You Googled how you can chew water or not?
No, well, and there's a debate. 50% people say you can chew water, and 50% say those people, 50% are idiots. Okay? So, how you can chew water? You can chew your food, but what is one way you can chew water?
Ice.
Yeah.
Sugar cane.
No. Ice. Okay? You cannot chew gas, right? Water has 3 stages: gas, liquid, and solid. So solid becomes ice. You can chew the ice. So when you think water, you think
Ice.
no, chew. Think chew. Okay. So and then if you cannot remember all those elements, there's a fail-safe. which is Kia. Kia. Well, it's also like Kiai, but Kia is actually for all the elements. Now, some of the drills we did before were combining elements together. Okay, metal and fire. So we can actually combine the sounds together. Now, one thing that's very, very, very important with sound, okay, is timing. Sound timing. Okay, so for example, Hazik, can you write there? Okay, for Kyusho, you want to do the sound before you strike the point. So for example, let's say I want to strike his large intestine 10, or lung, okay? Large intestine, okay, let's say lung 5. Lung is what meridian? What element?
And earth. Noise.
Metal. Metal, what's the sound? C. Okay, so I would say C and then strike. Yeah, I'm gonna hurt. I say the sound before I strike. Now for tuite, it's different. Let's say I'm doing a finger lock. I need to apply the lock and then I use the sound. Now there's a sound, let's say if I want to make it go down, normally with the finger lock, it goes down, right? So there's a sound for going down, which is Q. So if let me just use this finger here, it's easier for the camera. So if I say Q is not effective. I need to apply the lock first. When I do my fulcrum, I start to see the shoulders move. Once the shoulders buckle and move, then I apply the sound. Okay? So now I apply Q. You see the difference? Okay, so something else I was going to add in there, but now I forget.
So Kyusho is a combination of sounds.
No, you can add sound. Sound is another principle. Okay, but now something important to know. Okay, now I remember. Just like how we want to send energy into the pressure point, okay, while we're striking, we want to send the sound vibrations into the point. Okay, so this is going back to your visualization. It's going back to your energy, okay? So when you're striking, let's say for example, striking large intestine 10, and we say C, we want the sound, we want to feel it going into the point. Remember, Kyusho is attacking from inside out, not outside in. So we need the sound to go in, to go into the nervous system. All right? So this is another level of visualization. All right? Okay, guys, have a seat there, thank you. And then after a while, you don't even need to say the sound. You say it in your head. This may be a little bit more challenging. Okay, there's other conversations going on in your head. So, oh, sorry, it hasn't come back. So when you're doing the sound, I can strike. I can say the C in my head. Okay? But if you're doing it in your head, you need to basically be saying it loud enough in your head to make an impact. Alright? So, but this is one other thing you could do. Okay, but so far any questions? Now, you can combine the sounds to add the effect when you're using multiple elements. So for example, let's say Hazik is going to grab my left wrist, and I want to strike his lung 5. Lung is metal, C, right? So we say C, and then I want to strike. Remember we did the drill just now, doing the wood. Okay, going back to gallbladder 20. Gallbladder, wood element. Okay, we got our metal, cycle of destruction. Metal chops wood. But the sound for wood, shoes. Okay, so shoe. So we can see shoe. Now we can say, did you see my shoe? You can make a little story, make a little sentence out of it as well. And he's going to be thinking, what the hell? I didn't see your shoe. But he'll be, already dazed to realize what happened to him. So you can add these little creative things into your techniques, okay? But see and shoot. Okay, you need to go like what I said about timing. You cannot just say see, shoot. Okay, you need to have the right timing. Okay. Okay, any questions? The vessels have a different sound, which was ah. Okay, and then so the universal sound is kia. So if you're even attacking multiple points, go kia. If you don't remember the metal and the wood, you can just use one universal sound. Okay?
IKEA.
Yeah, IKEA. Okay, so any questions on sound? Questions? Okay, so we'll pause there. Okay, so I got my UK here. We're going to continue with sounds. The first drill will be from finger lock. So basically, just take a finger. So remember what I said. When you apply the sound, you need to apply the technique first. Because for tuite, you need to apply the lock. When you see the shoulders buckle, then you put the sound. Okay, so the sound direction. Now we have metal and fire in our hand right now. Now we can use kia. Okay, we can go down. We can do our stepping kia, and then bring him down. Or we can use Q. Okay, Q basically is the sound for down. Okay, what's the sound for up? Show. So show. If you want to bring it up.
Single.
Alright? So when you pair up, you can experiment with the different sounds. Alright? So any questions? So I want you to experiment, alright? Saying the sound before you apply the lock and after. See the difference. Alright? Okay, thank you. Okay, so the next drill is going to be from arm grab. Okay, we're still under sounds. Okay, so my UK is grabbing my arm, single-sided grab. Now I want to attack his lung meridian. It could be either lung 5 or lung 6, whatever it may be. Doesn't matter. Lung is a metal C. Okay. So when we attack here, we're going to use the sound C. Now, lung is yin or yang? Yin. On the inside.
Yeah.
So I need to attack with a
Yang.
So what weapon should I use? It's a bit hard. Backhand. Use a knife hand. But remember, if I use a knife hand, I need to get the outside for more effectiveness. Alright? So, we can step in, and then we say, see! See his face? So, very simple. Now, that's part 1 of 17. Okay, so, this time what I want you to do, okay, when you say the C, before you say the C, I want you to lift your other foot. I want you to add water to see the effect. Okay, so hold on tight. You need to be yang. Hold on tight. Sit. Okay, which one felt more? Second one, of course. Okay, any questions? So first time, C. Second time, add water.
See ya.
Effect. Okay.
See ya. See ya. See you soon. Yeah, see you soon. See ya.
Machine. Okay, so we're gonna do a not a no-touch knockout. We're gonna do an alarm point knockout. It's the first time doing an alarm point knockout. The setup for this is basically I've got my UK here. You can stand on the mat. It's okay. Just watch out. It's gonna be coming in from a front punch. Okay. Before that, the final attack point is going to be large intestine 18. Okay, large intestine is a metal meridian, right? Metal. If we look at our cycle of destruction, okay, fire melts metal.
Yeah.
So we're going to be attacking with our fire hand. Now, if we add in, let's say yin and yang, okay? So this is yang point. We need to attack with the yin, okay? So we're going to attack with the inside of our knife hand, okay? And then metal is a, what sound?
C.
C, okay? So as we attack here, we're going to use the word C. Now, other things that we're doing here is some of the principles. Right now we've got body mechanics involved here for our direction when we're stepping. We've got alarm point, okay? Alarm point. We got yin and yang, okay? And what's the other one? Cycle of destruction and sound. Okay. Now, energy transfer. We're transferring our energy into this point. Okay, that's one. And then quadrant theory. As we're striking, we want to strike on this side through to the other side. So actually, we've got seven principles. Okay, that we're just doing in this one knockout. All right. So he'll come in from a front punch. So I'm going to do my trapping hands. Okay. So from here, I'm going to tap into his stomach 25, which is going to activate his large intestine meridian. And then I'm going to bring this down. That opens up the outside that I can go in for large intestine 18. Okay? So if you guys just stand around here, in case it goes back. Or okay. Any mistakes that I make?
No sound?
I gave the wrong sound. Okay. I said height. Should be C. Okay. So, you want to try again? Okay. Sight! Okay, how does that feel? Okay. This, I would say, is a level 1 knockout. It's got mind disruption. Okay? Didn't go into the ground. Going to the ground would be level 2. Okay? But it's still a knockout. You can just see the facial there. So he's okay then. Okay? So you can see going very, very quickly. You don't know what you're going to say. So instead of saying C, I said hi. Yeah, watching too many Bruce Lee movies. All right, so that's our alarm knockout. Thank you. All right, so now we're going to get into no-touch knockouts. Okay, this is interesting part of Kyusho. But remember, Kyusho and no-touch knockouts actually is not connected. Okay, it's indirectly connected. All right. No-touch knockouts mainly is with energy. Okay, we're using the Kyusho points, okay, the in and the out, but our Kyusho basically, we strike, physical, contact, touch, strike, okay, knockout. Okay, that's Kyusho. So with no touch knockout, it's a little bit sidelined, okay? Some people talk about it, negative, positive, that's another story. But what we're going to do is I'm going to explain it and then we're going to try it as well. Now, what is happening when you do a no-touch knockout is basically what you're trying to do is using your energy, okay, to disrupt the energy in another person's brain. Okay? In essence, what you want to do is maybe turn off the nervous system to the brain. Okay? For a short enough time to cause a knockout. Now, when you do no-touch knockouts, the recovery is the same process, but sometimes harder. Okay, so that's something we need to keep in mind. But at the stage we're at now, I don't think we're going to be doing a full no-touch knockout. You know, drop somebody down that we need to recover. Okay, but what we want to do during the learning process is get the person dizzy. Maybe that's the most you're going to achieve, is get somebody dizzy. Now, the basic setup is basically we're going to practice up close. To do a no-touch knockout at a distance, to have the energy to project to someone, it takes a lot of energy. It takes maybe years to build up that energy level. So don't start practicing from a distance. Okay? Now, the first thing we're going to do is actually start with your chi ball. You can put your hands together. Get the energy flowing in the chi ball. Okay, we did this before. Now, what you want to do is from the hand up here, put one hand up and another hand down, using two-way action. Maybe you can do it further apart, maybe you have to be close, depends on your level of chi, okay? But you want to twist, doing two-way action, and you want to be pushing down the energy. Go slowly, and you should feel it on the other hand. You should feel it turning. Can you guys feel that? Sure? Okay. You feel it? So this is what you're building up. Now, I'll call up Firzana. Let's go. Or anybody else want to volunteer? Anyway, I'll use her. Because we did a no-touch knockout attempt during the week. We had a good result, right? Okay, so I'm going to stand here. Okay, maybe from here. Maybe the angle here. Now, the concept, what we're doing is we want energy to enter in through gallbladder cluster, 13, 14, and 15. And then this is the energy coming in. Okay? And then the energy coming out will be coming out through triple warmer 17. Through triple warmer here. So the other hand will be down here, coming out through triple warmer 17, and primarily into these fire and metal fingers. Okay? So we want the energy coming in and going out. Now, one thing very interesting is that these 2 points, what are they? Yin or yang?
Yang.
Yang. So we're using yang points. So the energy going in, we want to use yin energy. Now the difference, we can also use yang energy, but the difference with yang energy, it's a more aggressive energy, okay, and it has effects on our body. So what we want to do, we want to send yin energy, because yin energy is more in abundance. Okay, we can take it from anywhere, and we can use it for a long period of time, and there's no effect, negative effects on our body. If I'm using yang energy, I'm going to heat up my body, and it's going to heat up my organs. There could be a long-term effect, especially if I'm doing it many, many times. Okay, so right now, I want to start focusing. Now, one thing very important when you're doing these no-touch knockouts, you need to visualize the end result. Okay? So remember what we talked about when we're doing your energy? You need to visualize the energy going in. You need to visualize, especially with the knockouts, you need to visualize the knockout. Visualize the person dropping to the floor. Okay? So right now, we want to visualize the knockout. But visualize the energy flowing in. Take a while. You can take 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. No balance? Okay, good stuff then. Did you feel anything up here? Headache. Okay. The recovery for the no-touch knockout is actually the same as our head and lung and heart revivals. So we've used the wake-up nerve to wake up, and then pull energy from the back. So same type of recovery system. What was happening with your balance? So she said when she closed her eyes, it's as if she wants to fall down, but she was trying to standing up. How's the headache? Better? Okay, thank you. So whether this is successful or not is another question. Okay, but it takes practice. The success rate basically 2 factors. One, how much your chi is developed. Okay, that's one. And then your belief system. Whether you believe that you can use energy to do a knockout. Okay? If you don't believe, then you won't be able to do it. If you believe, then you can do it. Alright? So, any questions? Let's see if I've got everything. So the only thing I didn't cover is actually, which I didn't really apply much on her, but when we're doing the twisting on the top here, I said we're going into the fire and the metal figures. Now, after a while, when we feel that we have connected to her frequency for her brain, we want to, what's the word? Cross these 2 fingers. Basically crossing the circuitry in her brain. Crossing the wires. Okay? When we do that, that should implement the knockout. Okay, so I didn't really want to do it on her because I was afraid. I just need to bring her back. But anyway, when we did it earlier, where is she? Okay, so she's lying down. Okay, well, we did it a few days ago. She said she felt like a bullet or something came into her head. I felt like pain right there. Okay, so keep practicing with that. Okay, good pause. Okay, this is an update on my daughter from the no-touch knockout. She's been resting and having a small minor headache, maybe as the result of the no-touch knockout. So she's sleeping right now, taking it easy. Okay guys, the next thing I want to teach you is bending metal with your chi. Now basically this can be done. We've seen it done on our chi training videos. That's actually from our month 9. And so basically what we want to do, you can do this with anything. You can do it with right now you're gonna practice with a paper clip because it's small, but you can go to bigger objects later, like spoons, knives, whatever it may be. So what you want to do is basically create your chi ball. Okay, get the chi flowing. And once your ball is good, solid, then put the paper clip in between your index and thumb on each finger. This finger we use because it's our fire finger. This one is metal. This is metal down here, water. But this is fire. So what we want to do, we don't want to think of this as being like a solid metal object. Okay? So what we want this to be, what we perceive it to be, is basically vibrating photons. Okay, this is what we're thinking in our mind. It's not just metal. Everything is actually molecules and photons and all that. So what we want to do is we want to visualize as this being photons. And then what we want to do is basically have the energy flowing, let's say from our right hand, flowing through and activating all the photons in this object. Okay? And basically vibrating it, and vibration produces what? Was it? Yes. Okay. I was thinking, is this physics or chemistry? Can't remember. A long time ago. Okay, it's chemistry, right? So vibration creates heat, right? And so what we want to do is vibrate it, so it generates heat, and then it'll heat up, the metal will heat up to the point that we can just easily bend it. You don't need to use any effort to bend it. But before it reaches that point that you can bend it, it may become very, very hot that you're going to drop it because you don't want to burn your fingers. Okay? If you reach that stage, it's already very good. That means your energy is very good and very strong. So what you have to do is basically in your mind visualize these are all vibrating photons that you're heating up, and just let the energy flow from one side to the other side. Visualize the metal bending as well. So use your middle fingers. Middle finger. This is your fire finger. Okay, anybody feeling getting it warm? Most likely where your fingers are, you can feel it a little bit warm. Maybe not hot, but warm. But this type of drill, you can practice once or twice a day, no more than that. And then about 2 to 3 minutes, maybe, or 2 to 5 minutes maximum. Don't sit there for like 1 hour watching television and doing it for 1 hour. You're gonna yang yourself out. You're gonna create a lot of internal problems to yourself. Okay, so you can practice this, and then it may take you a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, but after a while, you'll be able to bend it. How we can apply these things? Anything dealing with metal. Let's say you have a screw that you're trying to take out, it's stuck, rusted. You can actually vibrate the rust, let it all drop out, and then you can open up screws very easily. Okay, the guy that we learned this technique from is a mechanic. He uses it when he's repairing cars. Sometimes there's some parts very tight. He'll use it to heat up the part and be able to loosen it out very easily. So, but you can use it at parlor tricks. You go out to a restaurant, you can bend your spoons. Make sure don't let them see you. Okay, so you can put that away. Or let me pass them up here before they end up in somebody's foot. So if you guys have paper clips like these at home?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can just take one and practice and then see what happens after a few months of practicing. Okay.